Hi everyone, and welcome to this month's update video. My name is Callie Lopez, and I am so grateful to report that the Lord has continued sustaining the ministry of Chispas of Change. We are seeing His provision every single day, every single week, and it has been such an encouragement to us to know that so many of you are praying for and supporting this ministry. This year we have 44 students from pre-K all the way up through 9th grade. We have 5 soccer teams here in the community, and the Lord has just opened the doors of a 6th government-run group home facility where we can go in and openly share the gospel with these children. Today, I want to tell you just a little bit about a special student named Juan Jesus. He is 12 years old and he's been at Chispas for 4 years. But at the end of last year, he actually dropped out of school and there was nothing we could do to convince him to come back to school. He was going through some really difficult situations at home with his family, with alcoholism, abuse, and just a lot of instability. But his sponsor never stopped praying for him. And this year, I'm so grateful to report that Juan Jesus is back at school, and we're seeing God start to really soften his heart. His heart was really hard before, and while I can't necessarily say that Juan Jesus is walking with the Lord yet, we see the Lord really working in his life, and that is thanks to the Lord's faithfulness and your prayers and support. Thank you so much. Another really cool thing that happened just this past Friday, we went to visit one of the government-run group home facilities where we're able to go in and share the gospel, and a director was there from a different group home facility. We met her and shared our vision of going into these homes and sharing the gospel with the students and mentoring them and discipling them. And this director said, "Why haven't you been to my home yet? Can you come to my group home tonight or this weekend? Come and share with the girls that I'm working with." And so the Lord has opened the doors to yet another group home facility. This is the 6th one. Normally outsiders are not allowed in, and we have seen the Lord's provision time after time. I did also want to share just a couple of challenges that we're experiencing this year. Number one is space. We are at max capacity right now with our classrooms and our dining area. And I just wanted to ask you to pray with us for the Lord's provision. There are a couple of neighbors we've been talking to see if we can convince them to sell us their land so that we can expand our current school building. Or maybe the Lord has an empty piece of property up in the mountains somewhere that we'll start from scratch and build onto. Please pray with us for discernment and that the right door would just be so clearly opened, and that Estuardo and I and our board of directors would have discernment as we approach this process. Another challenge that we're experiencing is that we have several students that currently have an open case with the Department of Social Services, and we're seeing how the instability and challenges they're experiencing in their home life, even abuse and neglect and just really hard things, are affecting them. And we just want to ask you to pray with us for the Lord to protect their hearts and for justice to be done in these very sensitive cases. Thank you for being part of the Chispas of Change family and for continuing to support us and pray for us as we reach vulnerable children in Guatemala through discipleship, education, and nutrition. We do have quite a few new students this year that don't yet have a sponsor, and so if you're interested in sponsorship, you can see all of that information on our website, or if you have a friend that might be interested in sponsoring, feel free to share this video with them. Thank you for praying for salvation for our students and their families. May God bless you.